matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Throwing on second and long. Hurts, and he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run here with Sanders. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play him yet.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, it started at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to work. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Right back to Sanders on first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Running right, here's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. These two teams all tied after 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's got a man, complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another run with Sanders, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. In motion left, the tight end. Hurts will throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, When guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Hey, check out. Street. Hey,
they'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. On first down, Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey,
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. The man in motion is Brown. Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick-6. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
In motion left comes Brown. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And Sanders has got it complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, check that. Three.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got a good catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On second and 11 now. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a carry for Sanders. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 26 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready, set.
Throwing is Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. Sides right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that's complete to Brown. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
19.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
7 Pirates.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 71 yards. And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer. I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there. Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
They're going to try and throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 68 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good.
Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9. Hurts.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Quick slant to Brown. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ready? Back to 60. 55 yard. Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now third down and 6 to go. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he's got some space here. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 39, Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here's Hurts to throw.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Nakobe Dean in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
That swung out wide to Sanders. Finding space at the 40.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hurts. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run.
17 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From the gun, it's Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Hurts.
The 20. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 46 yards.
And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of
there he goes, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Towards the end zone for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They get one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Watkins on the out route and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now, starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Second down, back to Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Left wing 19.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
50 Vikings, 50 Vikings.
Going for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Cut, ready?
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. See a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap beef. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying,
we're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Pulls it in at the 13. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play 1 and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll go again with Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They're going to try and throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 30 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Seven Pirates. Panther Street.
After the sack on first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Panther 11. Panther 60.
In motion comes the tight end left.
60 ball cap. 60 ball. Trap 60.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts going to keep it again.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Time to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
19 right. Left wing 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly...
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Let's go now.
They'll run at Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield? to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired. But no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. A good throw here finding Pascal. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And the tight end goes in motion left. shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
It's caught by Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Let's go now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st down, Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 85 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Offense set to begin their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion left is Watkins. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Buying time to his left. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. He'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
In motion right is Watkins. Back to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion right is Brown. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now a carry for Sanders. Down inside the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
18 targets, 18 targets.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big-time call, especially on a 4th down play. It gives him a run-pass option.
Yeah, but it's also gutsy, right, because you're exposing your quarterback quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that one at all, because on the bootleg, you've got to hope that the defensive ends or outside linebackers take the fake. If they don't, they're often right in the face of the guy trying to exit out.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Eagles, 13.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
19 right.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check pass. Check pass. 3. 19. 5 years.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Here's Sanders. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Cougar 19. With Ryan.
Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. In motion left is Watkins. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Another run here with Sanders. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point convert. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down inside the 40.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
On the jump. 70, Timberwolf. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Viking 18. Check, contact, check, contact. Drop 50, drop 50.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Unlock life, unlock life.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Here's Smith to return it.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't.
And now look at him go. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Fourth down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready, break. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Have the streak.
On first down, Hurts going deep here for Watkins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.